Alright guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about functions. Use the linear function in the table below to answer the question. Which statement about the function in the table and the line represented by y equals 6 is true? Well, I'm going to go ahead and draw a visual model of y equals 6. It's just going to be a line that goes straight across and crosses the y-intercept at the point 0, 6. Now, let's look at our table, which is a function because every x value has one y value. Granted, it's the same y value all the way across, but even still, it is a function. Now, let's draw a visual model of this. If negative 6 is the y value for every single one of these points, again, my line is going to be more like y equals 6. It's just going to go across the bottom like this. So I have two lines that are running parallel to each other, so let's go ahead and get rid of some of our answer choices. Which statement is true? The lines both cross the x-axis but not the y-axis. That is not true because neither of them cross the x-axis. The lines both cross through the origin. Also not true. The lines run parallel to the origin. The lines have the same y-intercept. Well, some of you guys might get tripped up by that and agree with that statement, but the y-intercept of the table is 0, negative 6, while the y-intercept of the equation is y equals 6. So they do not have the same y-intercept. That leaves me with A, the lines do not intersect, which is in fact true. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, let's look at this next one. Function A and function B are linear functions. Function A is represented by a table of values. Function B is represented by the equation. Which statement about the properties of function A and function B are true? First thing I'm going to do is write an equation for function A. Do change in y over change in x, 10 minus 2 over 3 minus 1. And again, all I did was I took these values, change in y over change in x. That comes out to 8 over 2, which reduces down to 4. So I have a slope here of 4. So I know I'm going to have y equals 4x plus. Now, again, since this is increasing by 4 every time, when x is 1, y is 2. If I go backwards where x is 0 and I subtract 4, 2 minus 4 is negative 2, so my y-intercept is negative 2. Now, let's go through and select the ones that are correct. Which statements about the properties of function A and function B are true? I know these are functions because they are in slope-intercept form. The y-intercept of function A is equal to the y-intercept of function B. That is not true because negative 2 and 4 are not the same thing. The y-intercept of function A is less than the y-intercept of function B. That one is true. Negative 2 is in fact less than 4. The y-intercept of function A is greater than the y-intercept of function B. Nope, we just determined it was less. The rate of change of function A is equal to the rate of change of function B. Rate of change means slope. So that's saying a slope of 4 is the same as a slope of 3, which we know is not true. The rate of change of function A is less than the rate of change of function B. Also, we know that is not true because function A, the slope is 4, function B, the slope is 3, 4 is greater than 3, which leaves me with F. The rate of change of function A is greater than the rate of change of function B. That is true. So when you guys get questions like this, again, you need to write equations. You need to be able to interpret those equations based on rate of change and initial value, knowing that functions are functions if for every x value there is one y value. Let's do another one. All right, when the input to a function is negative 2, the output is 4. Which statement about this function must be true? Well, I know something is a function if for every x value there is one y value. That is to say, every input has one output. So, an input of negative 2 has infinitely many possible outputs. That is not true because for it to be a function, every input can have one output. An input of negative 2 has exactly one possible output. Well, boom. There's my answer right there. Because every x value can only have one y value, or every input can only have one output. All right, guys, let's go ahead and practice this. You guys have been working so hard. Please keep that perseverance up. You guys are amazing.